eternal way.
Yeah, it's like Jesus.
Transcendent, yes.
Yeah, right. That's right. Thanks, Drew. One time he comes in and helps me out. 4 years.
Don't forget it.
One of the most unique sounding bands out there. I mean, you always know a Violent Femmes song, and their songs are sort of, well, let's see. I'm trying to. They're funny and they're catchy and they have lots of good elements. But I never knew that much about the band. I mean, I never saw you guys play live. I never. You didn't. It seemed like the music was exposed more than the band, except for when I caught you on Sabrina, and then I finally found out what everyone looked like. But I didn't know what everyone looked like in the band. I hadn't seen you guys on TV doing things. I mean, as big as the songs were and as many records as were sold, I wasn't that familiar with the people in the band. Is that intentional, or is that me?
That's why we've decided to start doing a lot of radio so people get familiar with our looks.
Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that's a good observation, though. It's a music-driven thing. It's the band name, I guess, Violent Femmes is pretty well known, but as individuals, we're not well known. As you said, we have no particular image, which is good because with no image, you can never go out of style.
It's like clothing.
That's my thought with my hair.
Yeah.
It's just same length since high school. It always looks bad. But,
in this case, these guys always look good.
No, but the Violent Femmes have a ton of hits, and everyone knows their songs, and everyone knows their sound, but I never knew, like, you know, it's like where you guys were from or what you looked like or what your attitude was. It was just sort of all about the music, which I guess is a good thing.
Well, it can be a good thing. It's unusual in the music business now, in the pop music.
Yeah, because now it's like, Ricky Martin has one hit, and I know what the guy's anus looks like. I really do. I know every part of that Latin man's body.
You've never been in his colon?
Not that far just yet, but when he releases his next single, that's when I go to the colon. So anyway, the Violent Femmes have themselves a new CD out, which actually it's not out yet. It's coming out, what the hell's the date? Next Wednesday or something? What is
23rd.
Yeah, what's the date today? I was trying to do some radio math there. Viva Wisconsin, it's a live, basically best of live CD, right?
Basically, yep, you got it. You're doing good.
Yeah.
Do you want to work for us as a publicist?
I'd like to,
impeccable right now.
I love that publicist position.
We actually
listens to the show knows I love publicists.
Meander around Wisconsin. I wonder if we followed in their footsteps anywhere.
I don't know where we were in Wisconsin. Are you guys from Wisconsin?
We're in Whitewater and Milwaukee, and
we're from Milwaukee, and some of the album was recorded there.
And is everybody still live in that area?
No.
Spread out.
Remember Green Bay, Adam?
Oh yes, yeah. It's a bustling metropolis. Yes. I saw. We passed a 3-story building.
Was it 3?
It was 2 with a basement. Okay. That's 3 in California. All right, let's take some phone calls. We'll hear something off the new CD pretty soon. And what's up with my phone thing
she's
here?
Still on the line there.
Oh boy, wait a minute.
Take 2. There you go.
Rachel.
Hi.
You're whatever you are, 23.
Yeah.
Drew, tilt the screen down. I can't read it from here.
23.
All right, Drew, don't monkey. Just to talk to the caller.
I'm just fixing that.
All right, but tilt it down, would you? Thank you. Rachel?
Yeah.
What's up?
All right, here's my thing. I get extremely tired sometimes, well, most of the time, almost every day, to the point where, like, for an example, I'll be driving, and sometimes I'll just want to pull off alongside the road and just sleep right then.
How long has that been going on for?
About a year.
And have you been sleeping okay at night?
Yeah, I'll sleep fine. It takes me about half an hour to get to sleep, but I'll sleep fine.
How many hours a night are you sleeping?
Probably 7.
Are you on any medication?
No.
Do you have any medical problems?
Nope.
Have you been checked out?
I haven't been to a doctor about this, but because money situation.
Have you been depressed?
No, I'm not depressed at all. But
are you overweight?
No.
Do you snore or have sinus problems, anything like that when you sleep?
I'm perfectly healthy.
Do you jump around when you sleep at all? Do you know? It's like I kind of jerk around. There's this called leg movement disorder. When you sleep, people that jump around a lot, they wake themselves up.
Not that I know of.
Okay, that's strange. Well, it sounds like you need.
All right, but you're not falling asleep at the wheel, right?
Well, no, but it's like I can barely steer. That's how bad it is.
Well, you got to stop listening to AM. That's what's going on.
And sometimes I'll be walking up the steps, and I feel like I can't even continue. I mean, that's pretty bad.
Look, if that is, you need a medical evaluation, Rachel. Until that's done, there's no way to speculate about what's going on here.
There's nothing I can do, like take any.
How do we know? How do you know what's causing it until you're evaluated?
Hold on, I'll fix her. Hey, Rachel.
Yes.
Come on, pep up now.
Yeah, snap out of it.
Let's go now.
I have my spells. I get really hyper and stuff too, but
okay.
Sometimes I'm just I can't.
Well, listen, it seems like depression to me. Any time in my life where I've had no energy. Wait a minute, it's in my entire life. Well, okay, but I've been depressed.
Really bad.
Really bad. It's been depression.
Yeah.
It's hard to get out of bed.
I'm not depressed though. I'm like, this is the happiest point in my life I've ever been in.
It's denial coupled with depression. That is the time I found it hardest to get out of bed.
But do I sound depressed? I'm not depressed.
No, but you need an evaluation, right? Who knows? Thyroid condition,
anyone can crank it up for the radio for 5 minutes.
Chronic infection.
Drew does it every night.
Are thyroid conditions like hereditary?
Yeah.
Because my mom had the same problem.
All right, so there you go. Oh, same problem with fatigue?
Well, she had her. Can you get those taken out? She had something on surgery on it.
Yeah, but that usually is for hyperthyroidism, which would make you.
Oh, okay.
Go get yourself worked up.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Glad you picked that call first. That was good.
Well, the line 5 didn't work.
I know.
Well, Jesus Christ, you said 2.
Let's go 5.
5 was just like. You do it. Okay. That was amusing. You go, okay.
Gordon has that same problem.
Justin is 19.
You have an
Choosing
energy
between
problem?
2 or 5.
It's a big decision. Adam has trouble making decisions. He's
usually
depressed.
go for 3.5, just to sort of,
He almost missed a gig once because he did that very thing. Rolled over the car on the side of the road and fell asleep.
Really?
And almost missed a gig.
I made it by 3 or 4 minutes. Really wasn't a problem.
Did you pull over to take a nap?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sensible.
Yeah,
I would never
exactly.
do that. I would never do that.
Except that the drive was an hour and a half.
I got a late start,
about 20
needed to
minutes,
take a little nap.
Took a nap.
I had a late night the night before.
Justin?
Yeah.
You're 19.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
My girlfriend just started taking the pill about 5 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we had unprotected sex for the first time.
What pill is she taking?
It's birth control. I don't know the brand of it.
It's important that you figure that out.
Why?
Because, well, go ahead. Finish your question. I'll tell you why.
I have a couple of questions about it. Okay. So she got home and realized maybe that you were supposed to wait a certain amount of time before we had unprotected sex.
For the monophasic pills. For the triphasic, you're okay.
Okay. And she took 4 pills as like a morning after type thing.
Right.
And we were wondering if that messes up the regular cycle of the
Well,
pill.
it depends what pill it is.
All right.
Yes,
Drew.
it messes it up.
Jesus
But
Christ.
if you were on a monophasic pill, if it had like the something like or actually something called ethinyl estradiol or levonorgestrel, then you've done the right thing. Actually, she might take 2 pills, then 12 hours later 2 more.
Okay.
That's what you should do if this happens in the first month of certain monophasic pills. If it's a triphasic pill, you're okay. In either case, I would finish the pack.
Okay, and then I was also wondering
in one
if
sitting?
Yeah.
taking too many of them could hurt her in any way?
Yes, but not like this. She's okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then she's also taking it with a diet pill.
What diet pill?
It's diet fuel. It's some sort of
Ma Wang.
what did she say? It speeds up her heart and
is it
metabolism or whatever, so
like-
she loses weight while exercising.
It's like Metabolife.
Yeah.
Not good for her. Not good for her. Anything with Ma Wang in it or ephedra, be careful. All right.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right,
Bye,
then,
Justin.
All right.
Worries a
She
lot
should
about
talk to her
his
doctor that's
girlfriend.
prescribing the pill. Let that physician know that she's on these weird supplements.
Really?
Yeah.
What's ephedrine? Is that speed?
It's what speed's made out of.
And then what's Ma Wang?
Ma Wang is a herb that has speedy influences, and it can inflame the liver pretty badly. And interact with the medication.
Isn't that an Angie Dickinson movie from the early
Ma Wang?
70s?
My Wang?
Ma Wang. I got to think of it. There's a big bad mom. I think of something else. Dan,
Yeah.
you're 20.
Hi.
What's up?
I first want to say, Adam and Drew, I think you guys are doing a great service to the nation. You guys are hilarious and also really helpful.
Thanks.
And to the Violent Femmes, I want to say, Brian and Gordon, I've been a fan for, since I was 8, and I think you're pretty much what...
He's 47 now.
What's that?
He's 43. Come on, with the Banfield pad. Go ahead, Dan. Sorry.
Well, I just want to say that I think you're really creative and kind of like what Adam was saying in the beginning of the show, eclectic and just really interesting. And I hope that you continue for many years. And I really appreciate all the work that you've done in the past. And I just want to tell you that you have a lot of fans out there, and I'm one of them. So.
Thanks a lot.
That's very kind of you.
Thanks.
What's up, Dan?
Well,
That's it.
That's it?
Well, actually, I have another question, but I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm 20 years old. I'm in college, and I've never really had any kind of relationship that's meaningful or even at all. And I kind of meet women. This has happened 4 times. I meet women. I hang out with them for a day or two. We have sex, and then I never see them again. And I don't want to continue like that. I want to have a meaningful relationship.
Any idea why those relationships go down like that?
Maybe because I look for people that are, kind of not available, or I are going to move away the next day, or
why don't you begin looking for something different?
That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I'm trying to not, look for a person that is kind of a weirdo, but every person that I find, the other thing is I really have high standards. Like, I don't want to hang out with people that are like smokers or too much of partiers or whatever, and I'm afraid that everyone in college is like that, and I'm not going to have any sort of relationship until I'm 30. Is that realistic? Or
yeah, that's about right. This timetable, maybe 28, 29. Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Why don't you lower... See, here's the way you can lower your requirements a little. You start drinking yourself.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
No, thanks.
That helps.
Okay.
No, you don't want to drink. Okay, don't pass judgment on everybody. Just find a nice chick and have a relationship. Don't look for what's wrong.
Okay.
It's like you don't treat a woman...
Wait a minute. That's the first time we've ever given that advice.
All right.
Think about it. Usually we're like, hey.
No, but in Dan's case...
Open your eyes, look at what's wrong.
Dan looks at women like it's a used car.
Right.
He goes and combs through it. He wants to see the records. He wants to look underneath, see if it's ever been ran over the curb or something like that.
You're right.
You're looking too much. Just to hop into something, if it feels right, drive it around for a few years.
Yeah.
Okay?
I listen to your show.
Then you torch it and collect on the insurance.
What's that, Dan?
I think I listen to your show too much and kind of realize that...
We scare you.
Everybody is, had sexual abuse.
Well,
everyone's a piece of work.
Everyone is a piece of work, but not everyone's had sexual abuse. And you got to remember, we're not talking to the typical college co-ed. That's not the typical profile we're speaking to here. Not say that those problems don't exist on college campuses, and you should be aware of those risks.
Yeah. But listening to this show is like, touring a prison and thinking that's what goes on. I mean,
it is what goes on in terms of sheer numbers across this country. But in ivory towers like colleges, you have relatively homogeneous populations. Relatively.
Well, some of those colleges up north, yeah, sure, big homogeneous population. Susie, and then they have the chicks college right next door there for the lesbians. Susie, what's going on?
Hi. Well, God, Adam, I just want to say I really think you're God, and I really adore you. And stuff.
Good, that's important.
And we had one of these we did some television shows today, and one of the classic comments, he didn't really comment on it, was the woman that called like this, Adam, you're the greatest, I love you. Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks I'm crazy.
Yeah, I get a lot of that.
Very funny.
I get a lot of methadone follow-up questions to the ones that heap praise on me initially. So what's up with you, Susie?
Okay. Well, it's sort of weird. Okay, I've had this friend for about a year now, and during the past month or something, we sort of got together. We started messing around, this and that, and then it finally ended up where he confessed to me he loves me, this and that, and then a week after that, I don't know, he's just getting all these mood swings and telling everyone he hates me, this and that, and he told me he doesn't want a girlfriend. Okay, I understand, and then he told me a couple days ago, okay, none of this meant nothing to me,
How old is he?
He's 16, and I'm 16 too.
All right.
Or maybe 14.
So he doesn't want a relationship.
Yeah, and the thing is, okay, when we're around, he tells me, you're, I like you, this and that, whatever. But whenever he's around other people, it's normal guy stuff. He says he hates me.
Susie, how old are you really?
I'm 16.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Didn't sound?
Just the way she presented her age, it didn't sound quite right.
All right. Hey, Susie?
Yeah.
This may not be the right guy. This isn't your prince.
Okay.
All right? He says he hates you when he gets around other people. It's not normal guy stuff. Ignoring you, that's normal guy stuff. But saying he hates you, that's taking a step too far.
I guess.
All right.
And he's real labile and chaotic. It may not be somebody you can have a real relationship with.
Find a guy who likes you. Listen, all you screwed up 16-year-old chicks, just because a guy likes you and is willing to treat you right does not mean he has something wrong with him.
You hear that?
Or he's a loser.
You got to understand that.
He's a wimp.
Yeah. I don't know what it is with women, but somewhere between 15 and 23, they only want guys who don't treat them right. And then as soon as they get a little bit older, they want those nice guys back. Unfortunately, those nice guys have graduated from law school and they're dating 17-year-old peroxide blondes. But you got to sort of be good enough to yourself to date people that are going to treat you right early on. Don't get into that game. Don't get into that dance. I don't know what that is. I mean, it must be something. It must be, I was going to say genetic, but what I mean is it must be something that's sort of...
developmentally appropriate.
Yeah. What is that? How does that serve women?
Well, think about developmental issues, in sort of epidemiologic issues and natural selection issues. It's about finding that alpha male.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and getting knocked up?
Yeah.
At 15 or 16?
Mm-hmm. That's the impulse.
I'll tell you, if I have a son, I'm going to train him to be an alpha male.
But you know, all kinds of impulses that are biologically driven, but are not good for humans.
Right.
Certainly not in present society. And I was amazed to find out how many of those impulses you and your friends indulged in.
As youngins.
He told his good friends would leave large bowel movements
in the toilet, in my bathroom. Yeah, that was their calling card. That's how I knew they were there.
You said your dad stepped in one.
Well, my buddy Ray took a dump in front of my. I had a back door that led into my room, and he left a little little present there, and my dad walked in and. Yeah, but, all in the name of good fun. That's all it was. You know what I did? I put one of those big, those decorative popcorn cans? You know that you get those big popcorn cans filled with, like, the 3 different kinds of popcorn for, I think my aunt got me one for, like, a Christmas in, 1979. I just capsized the popcorn can on the Duke. I remember that. I just kind of left it there for a while. I figure, with the popcorn can over it.
I have a question. You said these were like the calling cards. That means by the type of bowel movement, you could identify which friend. They were consistent in color and shape and size, or scent.
I could narrow it down to about 3 guys. Yeah, sure. I knew it. And just like Drew, you can recognize the movements of your children, I'm sure. Is that true? No.
Strangely, yes.
All right. Is it?
Probably.
All right. Well, there you go, weirdo. Now, who's looking at the kitty poo? You know what I'm saying? All right. See, you're more shaped than I am. We're going to hear something from the Violent Femmes. I think now's the right time to do it. Yeah? All right, Anderson. Come on. So we run a little late. Let's hear something. Okay?
It's really bad timing.
Is it bad timing? Why not? We could have heard it by now, you see? All right,
you wanted to talk about kids' poo.
This is Blister in the Sun. Blister in the Sun, of course, off of Viva, Wisconsin, which will be out November 23rd. Violent Femmes are our guests tonight. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll speak to Laura.
No? Let's do Jim.
We'll speak to Jim, who's 30, is in an open relationship, but things are bad. And we'll get to the bottom of that after this.
You have 5 seconds.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
2.
Back in a minute.
1.
It is Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Gordon and Brian are both here tonight from the Violent Femmes. Viva, Wisconsin is the name of the CD. These guys are going to be on Craig Kilborn tomorrow night. And,
right.
And then the webcast. Jesus Christ, Drew. You have to wait till the mics heat up for that? Please.
Trying to get Kleenex.
They got a live webcast tomorrow night on CBS.com at 7:30, hosted by Craig Kilborn, featuring a live performance. Now, how's that going to work? Or did I just tell you how it's going to work?
Well, first we tape the Craig Kilborn show.
Right. Yeah, I did that 2 weeks ago, I think. That's like 6 or 6:30 or something.
And then
like
when
that.
that's over, we're going to do the webcast.
From the same studio?
Yeah, same set, everything.
And
but then the TV show itself airs later on, as you know.
Right. And are you going to do acoustic thing, or are you going to have full band, full electric thing?
Well, there are only 3 of us, and we're going to play acoustically, just like on this live CD.
Is this CD all acoustic?
Totally acoustic.
I had no idea. Do you get out the xylophone here?
It's on the record. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Because I'd kind of like to hear Gone Daddy Gone, you know.
Well, let's check it out later on.
Yeah, I think we should do that. I know we have another song slated to be played, but I like that.
Whatever.
I like that xylophone thing. Jim?
Yeah.
You're 30.
Yes, I am. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good, thanks. I'm just calling. I have a little bit of a problem. My girlfriend and I have been dating for about 5 years, and we're thinking of getting engaged within the next month or so, and plan on getting married at the end of the summer. And we have, like I mentioned, we have an open relationship, and we're kind of, I guess you could say, light swingers. We've only been with a couple other people. We're not really heavily into it, but we've always maintained an open relationship where if she found somebody that she was interested in, she could talk to me about it. I'd talk to her about it. We could go our own ways or whatever.
Yeah. Let me tell you how these open relationships work out for the guys. Yeah, you open beer, she opens her legs. That's how the open relationship works out.
Yeah, well, this one's been going.
Guys can never get laid as much as women. They just can't. That's why these things go south.
Do you really think that it's possible to be happily married and have an open relationship?
It's probably not possible.
Right.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It doesn't exist. It exists for short periods of time, but it will torch out in some rather unpleasant way.
Yeah, I guess this situation just kind of came up where she's doing a lot of traveling and she's interested in being with somebody that she travels with, and that kind of just spooks me a bit.
What do you mean, someone from work?
Yeah.
The DJ from the strip club is going on the road with her?
No.
Well, you have an open relationship, Jim. What's the big deal?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, what's the big deal?
It's just a little sex in a hotel room. She'll be back.
Yeah. Well, things haven't been going all that great with us, and we're trying to patch up a few things and get things straightened out for...
by all means, get married and have a kid. That'll solve everything.
Yeah,
2 kids will make it better.
Jim, please. It's a mess.
Yeah. It doesn't work. It's a sort of... Here's the only way it works, when both people are really effed up. But then that doesn't work.
Then eventually that doesn't work either.
Right.
Well, the cool thing about it was that we spoke about it before, and we were approach each other before it happens and talk to each other and see how each other feels. And just with the way our relationship is right now, I'm not really sure how it feels, so I can't really tell her to go ahead.
Well, but now you are sure you feel. You're just not willing to have your feelings, admit your feelings. You're in massive denial about what this thing does.
And you think it's going to be a admittance of weakness or something if you tell her.
It feels like crap. Of course it feels like crap.
Yeah.
And you're probably thinking about getting married because then that will be your way of sort of being the top dog or having some sort of possession of her.
Well, we've been thinking about that for a while, but...
We or you?
I'm sorry?
You've been thinking about her becoming a possession at that point?
Oh, no, not at all.
All right. So, hey, Jim, here's what you need to do. You need to be honest with yourself, first and foremost. Then you need to tell her, listen, as far as this open thing, it was fun for a while, but I'd like to put an end to it, commit, especially since we're going to get married. If she won't go along with that, then you have to have the guts to break it off, because it's not going to work for you.
Well, it's not going to work for her either. All right? Because if she needs that, she can't have intimacy.
And I wonder if she's a little screwed up, Jim.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh,
come on, Jim.
Please.
No.
Come on, Jim. Jim, you're in a ton of denial.
Yeah, maybe on that.
Oh, yes.
No, she's got it all together.
Where's her dad?
Huh?
Where's her dad?
Hopefully not listening to your show right now.
Where is he?
He's home.
They get along?
Yeah, they get along pretty good.
Have they always gotten along?
I'm sorry?
Have they always gotten along?
No, they've been some rough times, but
when he was when he was drinking, why was it rough? I mean, was it because he was drinking when it was rough?
Oh no.
Heroin, that was this thing?
Nah, just family differences and stuff like that, but no.
Jim, please,
All right,
Jim.
all right. Listen.
You can't talk without vague,
I know.
shrouds of denial over everything.
I know. He thinks we're his construction buddies sitting around on a pile of drywall.
I see.
I'm sorry about that.
All right, Jim, please. Listen, just get realistic, would you?
Okay.
Then lay it out to her and don't get married if she can't handle that.
Yeah.
All right. And listen, I've seen these exposés on these swingers clubs. The notion is good until you actually see the participants. It is bad. First off, for chicks who spend a good deal of their time naked, they are some of the whitest people I've ever seen in my life. And it's like, it's that really pasty white chick, sort of mid-ish 40s, 35 pounds overweight, but stuffed into a leather teddy, moving around. I mean, it's Dawn of the Dead at these swingers parties. It is not the porno swingers party that it's been chronicled in many movies that I have at home. I mean, whenever they do these, like, HBO, Undercover, whatever, these exposés, these swingers clubs are filled with overweight, unattractive people.
That's nice.
It is true. It's true. And I'm just trying to discourage people from the swinging lifestyle. I'm saying that is what you picture yourself with a couple of nubile stewardesses or something. You ain't going to find that. Just big, scary chicks from the Midwest with clear skin, and I don't mean blemish-free. I mean actually clear.
Translucent.
You can see their muscle if they had any. Laura?
Yeah?
You're 15.
Uh-huh.
What's up?
I wanted some questions about hepatitis.
All right.
Yeah, because my grandma, she died, and they said it was from a stroke, but they didn't do any autopsies, and we were wondering if she had hepatitis.
Why? Where did that come from?
Oh, because she had lots of the symptoms, like...
She turned yellow?
Yeah, her eyes were yellow.
All old people are yellow, aren't they, Drew?
Well, they don't know how to really judge jaundice, but okay.
And, like, her skin would get, like so itchy that she, like, scratch it, so I get, like...
Right, you're right. That is a sign of what's called hyperbilirubinemia, when was your skin sort of a golden brown, and then your eyes turned yellow, and the skin itched?
Yeah.
Right. How old was she?
She was 54, I think.
54. Well, actually, the most common reason...
You guys didn't want to swing her by the hospital at some point? Maybe let the doctor have a look-see?
Because how she was like, she never, like, wanted to go to the doctor and stuff. Because like, she's, like, the kind of person, like, if she didn't know about it, it didn't exist, you know?
Did she have any abdominal pain?
Well, it's, like, hard to say, 'cause, like, she never, like, wanted to tell anybody about it.
Did she lose a lot of weight?
Like off and on, but she was like hooked on diet pills too. So.
Oh, that's interesting. Was she an IV drug user ever?
Her, yeah, she's like been a pill popper since she was like real young.
But did she use IV drugs ever?
Like not syringe?
What?
Not that she told us.
Well, painless jaundice in somebody older, and she isn't that old, is usually pancreatic cancer.
Sure, you're 50-something, aren't you?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Pancreatic cancer, okay?
Yeah.
Now, there are other obstructions of the biliary tract that can cause that, and sometimes complications of hepatitis,
let's
too.
Let's not wax on about this for too long.
Well, you're not going to speculate. It's just...
Well, okay. Right. Who are you, Quincy? Who cares? I mean...
She's asking.
I know, but her grandmother's passed away. I'm more interested in what's up with her mom or her dad, or whose side was this grandma on?
My mom's.
And how come, what's up with your mom that she didn't, seek some medical help for her mother?
Oh, because, because they weren't, like, really close and stuff, you know.
They weren't close?
No.
No. Okay. How you doing, Laura? I smell trouble in this family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been happening?
No, my parents just got divorced, and we came out here to Maryland from California and stuff.
Yeah. You doing all right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a big change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, Maryland's nice, though.
Yeah, kind of. It's not California, though.
Well, I'm just trying to be nice. I didn't like it much. We drove through it once. No, I like Maryland, didn't I? Haven't I said that?
I know, I was vomiting, remember?
It wasn't because of Maryland, though. That was because of Philadelphia. You just happened to be vomiting as we drove through Maryland.
No, actually, I went back and stayed in Baltimore for a couple of days. It was beautiful.
Threw up some more?
No.
All right, hey, Laura. Listen, why don't you focus on, finding some friends and doing good in school and
yeah,
all
you're never.
that
If
stuff.
you didn't do an autopsy, you're never going to know what this was.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause there's a lot of possibilities. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I kind of worry a little about Mom there with her mom sort of in her mid-50s rotting away somewhere.
Yeah,
And,
that's literally what happened to her.
yeah.
This day and age, it's rather rare.
Where's that? There's a good hospital over there in Bethesda, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they may be over by Johns Hopkins.
Probably could have helped her out.
Yeah.
All right.
Baltimore.
Jordan,
Yeah?
you're 14?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, my girlfriend, she's, like, cheating on me with this guy I know. And my friend Keith, who I'd like to say hi to, he found out because he told him, and I confronted her about it.
Uh-huh.
And she, like, told me that, she wouldn't do it again, but I found out that she did.
Uh-huh. Well, it'll never happen again. Give her another chance.
What did she do when she cheated?
She gave him a BJ, like, a couple of times.
Really?
How old is she?
She's 14, too.
You know, that's when that business starts these days. Wow. It's unbelievable.
That's why I'm going to build that time machine.
That's right.
I'm going to send. I've now figured it out. I wanted to send myself back to high school to try to get oral sex, but now I'm just going to send my genitalia back. I realize I'd like to stay here and keep working and stuff like that.
Just send the penis.
Just send the penis back in time. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I'm putting the finishing touches on it. 14. And how old is the guy? He's 14 too?
He's 15.
Oh, well, he's a ripe old age. I would have had a heart attack at 15 if anything wet had touched my penis. Hey, Jordan?
Yes?
Yeah, maybe you ought to break up with her.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking, but...
Yeah.
Good plan.
She's a little chaotic, you know, and she's going to drag you into it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe you should have broken up with her after the first BJ.
Yeah, I was thinking, and then I decided to give her another chance, but now...
Okay, because you were getting BJs too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys become very, very tolerant when the BJ is factored into the mix. All right.
14.
14. That's why I'm moving to Canada.
Too young, wouldn't you say, Doctor?
Yeah, too young. But this is when that behavior actually starts in America now. That's the average age. That's the sort of thing they get into at 14 now.
Imagine
average age means that for everyone who starts at 17, there's one who starts at 11, if the average age is 14.
It is average behavior at 14. It's normative behavior, not good behavior, but it's common behavior.
Drew, can you imagine one day when I have a young son? He'll probably get a BJ. I mean, by then, 8, 9 years old, something like that. I mean, it's
so ridiculous.
We're moving in that direction, aren't we?
When you talk to kids, they are bewildered when you freak out about that fact. They're like, what are you talking about? For 14 is what you do when you're 14, right?
No, it doesn't count as sex.
It's not sex.
It's just petting.
What's the big deal? They are just baffled that people our age are just blown away by this.
When I was growing up, the average age of the first BJ was 27. You believe that? 27 years old. Now it's down to 14.
Rapid.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said. That's why my kids can enjoy oral sex. Like I said, well before the bar mitzvah, and we will be the only non-Jews throwing bar mitzvahs, because that's when the kids really clean up with all that, all those gift certificates and all those bonds and everything. It's great. All right, the Violent Femmes are here. We're going to take ourselves a break, and when we come back, we'll speak to Crystal, 16. She's been with 3 guys, now has been with boyfriend for a year, but is scared to have sex with him. We'll figure out what's up with that after this. Anna and Brian Rich, you're both here from the Violent Femmes. Viva Wisconsin is the name of the CD. It'll be out the 23rd next week. Freak Magnet will, which is a studio album. Viva Wisconsin is a live album. That'll be out February 22nd, so you can look forward to that. Also, Craig Kilborn tomorrow night, and then the webcast. It's 7:30, hosted by Craig Kilborn. And what is that
7:30
webcast
Pacific
number?
time. 7:30 Pacific time.
Give that thing
CBS.com.
CBS.com?
Easy.
Wow, that is easy. All right. Where the hell were we? Tommy Lee and his new band will be in here, by the way, on Sunday night. And Crystal.
Yeah.
You're 16.
Yes.
So, you've been with 3 guys, and now you've been with your boyfriend for a year.
Yeah, we've been together, it'll be a year in February, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So you've been together for 9 months or something. And when is it that you haven't had sex?
No.
And you're scared to?
Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea.
Well, you weren't scared with the other guys?
No.
I got a theory. I think you like this guy you're with. You're scared to become intimate with him. And the other guys, maybe you didn't have such strong feelings about.
Yes?
Well, one of them I did. I felt almost the same, but I don't know. I guess it's just that I like this guy a whole lot. And
That's what Adam said.
A new theory altogether.
But listen.
Anything but just go, yes, Mr. Carolla, you're right, as usual.
You were 15. During your 15th year of life, you were with 3 guys? You had sex with 3 guys? So starting at 14?
No, 15.
15.
Wasn't that kind of young to be on a...
No, 3 is not
15.
exactly a tear.
It's a tear at 15.
Okay, it's a rip. It's not a full tear.
What was going on then?
I don't know. It's just I was with one guy. We were together for almost a year, but I mean, we had sex like after we were together like 3 months, and then we had sex. And then we ended up staying together, but I started seeing somebody else.
All right, what was going on in your life? Forget the specific details of the relationships.
Yeah.
What else in the background in your life? What was going on in your family?
Well, I mean, I was raised by a stepdad.
Who was awful? Was he awful?
Pretty much, yeah.
Did he sexually abuse you?
No.
Did he physically abuse you?
Yeah, I mean, like, he would get drunk and come home and yell at us and hit me and my sister.
How old were you when you first had sex?
When I first had sex? I really wasn't around him that much because I like spent all my time at my friend's house then.
How old were you when you first had sex?
First.
15. Did nothing ever happen before that?
16.
Well, you just told me a while ago you'd had 3 guys while you were 15.
It'll be up to 18 in a couple minutes.
What's that?
I meant 16, I'm sorry.
I don't see how. You're 16 now, and it was a year ago when you left off, and you'd had 3 guys during the year before that.
Yeah, I'll be 17 next month.
All right. Well, listen, Drew, let's not harp on this. Where's your real dad?
Last I heard, he was in prison.
Okay.
Did he do anything to you?
No,
All right, well, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Let me yell at Drew for a second. Hang on. She's almost 17. She's been with a total of 3 guys. That is not, by Loveline standards, a woman who's racked up some serious numbers. I know you're harping on the sexual abuse thing, but that's not where this is at. Her real father basically abandoned the family. He's thrown in jail. Stepdad comes in. He's a lush. He physically and verbally abuses the kids. She's scared to get close to a guy because the last guy she got close to was incarcerated.
Right.
So she doesn't want to become intimate with this guy, which was my original theory 20 minutes ago.
No, your theory was right. I agree.
And that's what's going on. I don't think there was necessarily any sexual abuse, although Crystal does have a few holes in her story.
Yeah.
I believe her. So, she doesn't, Crystal, you don't want to have sex with this guy because you're scared of the feelings that it's going to bring up, and then potentially you may create something that could be taken away or destroyed. You're reluctant to do that. I don't blame you.
All right.
But this is how life works, and you just push through it. You just work on it.
I was just hearing more chaos than just that. That's what I was going for.
There's a decent amount there.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to find out what her dad's in prison for?
No.
I just want to find out just to see if it's parole violation, which is the number one answer here on Loveline. Crystal?
Yeah.
What's your dad in prison for?
Last I heard, the reason he went to prison the first time, because they said he's been in prison, throughout my life. And the first time was because he had hit his girlfriend and did drugs and drank and everything.
Right. All right.
And that's practically, I think, why, was because hitting all of his girlfriends and drugs.
All right. He's been 15 years. Okay, hold on a second. Thank you.
And Mom managed to find another alcoholic.
Listen,
interesting.
What a shocking revelation. What a coincidence. Listen, if I'm a judge and I put some guy away for beating his old lady, I am not going to let that old lady hook up with another guy unless she seeks some serious therapy.
That's an interesting idea. That's a great
Keep an eye on him because they'll absolutely go out and find another abusive guy.
Yeah, or worse.
Later that day. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's
Good point.
see. It does?
Yep.
Huh. Matt?
Yeah?
I'm going to rethink it now. Matt, you're 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just wanting to talk to Gordon Gano. I was wondering about this new CD coming out, Viva...
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
What does that say it again?
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was just like another added up. If it was just like added up.
No, it's not just like added up.
What do you think he's going to say? Yes, it's exactly the same. Well, you should buy it anyway.
Oh, I don't recommend anyone buying it, but if you happen to know someone that has a copy and can tape it for you, then that's fine, you know.
Oh, yeah?
But it's live, it's in concert. The Added Up record that he refers to, a record that was a compilation of things throughout our career. That was 81 to 93, I believe. And so there were songs on there from the different studio records that came out, and then different outtakes and things that were not put on the studio records at the time, and a couple of live cuts from various locations. So this record is, again, it's a variety of songs, but it's all songs that were recorded in a 1 week stretch about a year ago in the series of shows we played in Wisconsin. So, and a lot of the songs are different. So, yeah, there's some which are the same, but then it's different versions, and there's a lot of different ones. So. It is a different record.
All right.
And Matt, did you have, you want to know what else is coming up after Viva Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Yep, that'd be Freak Magnet.
All right.
And that's a studio record of the recordings we've been making since our last studio record got released, which was a little while ago. So
how long ago was that?
Oh, I don't know. I stopped counting at 5 years.
All right. I'm going to let you guys, we're going to take a break, and I know you guys have a real hectic schedule, and you've been running, so we're going to let you take an extended break. The Violent Femmes, again, Kilbourne tomorrow night, and then the webcast on CBS?
CBS.com.
7:30 tomorrow.
10:30 Eastern Time.
All right. Thanks, Gordon and Brian. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Nice being here.
We'll hear something else off of the Violent Femmes Viva Wisconsin after the break. It is Loveline. We'll take a quick 10-second timeout. We'll be back with more of the show in just 10 seconds.
This is Loveline on Radio Station.
Saludos, amigos.
This is the new rock alternative. 90.1 KFMA.
Green.
It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. The Violent Femmes have left the building, but their CD is still here. And I think we'll hear something else off of that, except for I'm picking the song. It's not the one, not the one that the publicist wants. Oh, that's all right. I want to hear that Gone Daddy Gone song because it has a xylophone.
It sounds cool.
I love a xylophone. You just don't hear it enough these days. Which number? Oh, boy. There's 275 songs on there. All right, Alex?
It's
Hello?
18, Anderson, 18.
Alex, you're 19.
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay. I'm supposed to be starting birth control pill, and I'm just waiting for my next cycle to start so I can get on it. And I haven't started it yet. Me and my boyfriend had unprotected sex like 2 days ago. And I was just wondering, like with emergency contraceptive, can I start taking that birth control now or and again today? So
What?
I'm worried about that.
Whoa. What was the question? You're not taking the birth control pill yet.
No, I haven't started yet.
Well, you need to take
What did you do again today?
Have unprotected sex.
Oh, you did that again. You got to take.
Well, you're on a real roll here.
Yeah, you're really looking to get pregnant, basically.
God, you learned your lesson from a couple days ago.
Take the. What pill do you have there?
It's called Ortho Novum 135.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that.
What are you, 14?
No.
All right. Well, don't be so goddamn stupid, would you? Jesus Christ! It's like you guys are a couple of pack wolves or something. Jesus Christ! You had your. Thank you. That's your mom calling. You had your period, 2 weeks ago, which is right. This is now right at the time you're ovulating. And you're having unprotected sex 2 days ago, and you're worried about it. Now you're having unprotected sex today. I mean, well, what are you? I mean, is this is this how we pass along? Is this some sort of... I don't want to be horribly insulting here, but I'm starting to think this is how we pass along this sort of semi-retarded gene so that we can have garbage men. You know what I mean? Is this how it works? That must be how it works, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are going to give... can you imagine the kid that comes from you two idiots? Jesus. Come on, honey. What's up? Now that your boyfriend's got a boner, you're not going to be able to control him, but you got to do the thinking. Take some initiative. He'll love you. Tell him to put a condom on.
Well, don't blame the woman. It's not her responsibility. The guy's got to play a role.
The guy's an idiot, too, but I mean, we all know guys are idiots, and women theoretically are a little bit smarter. And hold on, Lisa, don't yap when I'm talking. You can't do it when I'm talking.
What did she say?
What doesn't she say when I'm talking? She talks to me while my mouth is moving into the microphone, and it just drowns out my own voice. All right.
We don't hear it, though.
Yeah, I know, but I just sound like an idiot because I'm stuttering. All right, Alexis.
Also, I wanted to know on this, when I do start taking it, I was told that it'd be effective right away. Is it true, or do I have to wait a month before it's effective?
The
birth control.
The Orthonovin 135?
Mm-hmm.
I think you should wait a month.
Wait a month?
Yep. She's not going to wait a month. She's going to have sex, unprotected sex 28 times in that month. Come on, Screwball. Do you want to get pregnant?
Mm-mm.
Well, then act like it, please.
Call that number, 888, not too late.
Tell you what, I'm just going to drive around in a Humvee and shoot people in the arm with Norplane. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my own team when I'm in power. They're going to comb the streets.
Humvee team.
Anybody out past, let's see, 10 o'clock on weeknights and 12 o'clock on weekends is going to get shot in the arm with this Norplane. Men, women, children, stray dogs, doesn't matter, homeless, everybody. Pow, right in the arm. If they're good shots. Some are going to get it in the neck, the backside. Drew's really blowing that nose tonight. Travis?
Yeah.
You're 19.
Yeah, how's it going?
Good. What's up with you?
Yeah, I was having some problems lately. Every time I've been having sex with my girlfriend, I get severe headaches.
Mm-hmm.
This is something brand new.
Yeah, it hasn't happened before, and in the last couple months, dude, it's been happening like very seriously.
Any previous history of migraines?
No, never.
Any family?
I heard about them from my friends, but I never had them.
Any family history of migraine?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it turns out it's actually rather important that you have this evaluated. It is often a migrainous phenomenon. It's often something that doesn't need to be a big concern, but it can be an aneurysm, things like that. I mean, it can be other things that need to be evaluated.
That's
so
not a good thing. Why aneurysm?
Because that's something that tends to...
Pressure
and all of the vascular changes associated with all the hormones and chemicals that are released during sex.
Is an aneurysm a weakening of a artery wall?
It is the same as a tire blowout.
Yeah.
A sidewall blowout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a weakening and usually a bulge.
Yes.
It's more like when you had a bike and you wear a hole in the tire and the inner tube would start pushing through and then start bulging. It's almost kind of like hernia in your head.
Yes, in an artery.
Jesus, I should be a doctor.
No.
I could really explain things to my patients. Hey, Pops, you ever have bicycle when you're a kid? Yeah, that's what's going on in your skull. And trip to the filling station ain't going to fix it. Okay.
It usually happens when I'm in the shower or like when we're doing it doggy style.
Well, be that as it may, it's something that needs evaluation.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm also bipolar manic depressive.
Are you on any medication?
I was on Depakote, but I called and asked if I could get it back, and they said that I have to have an episode before they treat me.
Oh, that's it. Is that HMO or something?
Yeah.
That's really interesting. We having any other neurologic symptoms when you have these headaches? Any numbness, tingling, visual disturbances?
I don't know. It hurts so bad I can't move. I have to lay down and just and wait until it goes.
Is your neck stiff when it happens?
Yeah, my neck and the back of my head.
You got it. Travis?
Yeah.
You have to swear to me you're going to get this checked out.
Yeah, I'll go tomorrow.
All right, this is important.
It is?
Yeah. It's aneurysm.
It is?
I'm sure of it.
Why?
Until proven otherwise, that's what it is.
Because of stiffness in the neck and the severe pain?
And the inability to move and the whole bit. That's real.
That's a serious thing, right?
Yeah,
Because what? You got to fix it?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's...
Well, sometimes. Not always.
Really? Why not always?
Depends where they are. Sometimes you can't.
Yeah, but that just means you can't fix it. Doesn't mean you don't need fix it.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to get myself checked out, you know?
What?
Whatever.
Just a complete checkout.
Yeah. Well, what about that?
They just head-to-toe scans now, those health scans.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about, if I got something growing in my brain,
well, first
finger
of all,
in the ass.
You know what I'm saying? The most important test will be the sigmoidoscopy.
What's that one?
That's the scope in the ass.
Oh, no.
Ain't going to be me.
Jesus Christ. No, it ain't. It ain't. And can I be put under for that?
Maybe.
Why do I got to be awake for everything? You know what I mean? Can't I just admit I'm a pussy? Put me to sleep and go ahead and drive the Cadillac up my ass while I'm asleep. I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, forget about the pain, just the humiliation. I might got a lot of hair in my ass, Drew. That's not going to be comfortable for these guys. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's going to be awful.
Yeah, I'm really going to have to tip them out. So what do I need? I mean, I want to do one of those things where they just, they put you on the treadmill and they scan your brain. I mean, should you do that kind of thing?
No, the brain scan, no.
Well, but what's wrong? I'm a big celebrity now.
Because you can learn as much from a screening standpoint from a careful neurologic examination.
Okay, but the point is I've never had anything tested anyway,
Yeah, go have I'll refer you.
Set something up.
Yeah.
What's that going to run? $50, $75?
Yeah, at least.
Will I run on a treadmill and stuff?
Yeah.
And check my heart?
Yeah.
What about lungs?
Uh-huh.
Check that out?
Vision, hearing, the whole bit.
Well, I don't need I don't have any problem with that.
You want everything checked.
What do they do? They X-ray your lungs?
Yeah, potentially.
A little capacity thing?
Well, you
breathe
do it.
into
You
something?
breathe into it, yeah.
Yeah. And then what's the deal with the ass probe?
What's the deal with it?
Yeah, how does that work?
Somebody takes a big long tube and crams up your ass and looks through it.
Mm-hmm.
About 3 feet.
Uh-huh.
You have to take some enemas and things beforehand. Yeah.
And they couldn't just take my word for it for what's up my ass?
No.
Listen, a lot of ass and some bowel. Listen, I'll tell you what I ate last night. I'll save you a trip. Okay. I said, I got to do that. Let's set that up.
All right.
I want to check into that. But I swear to Christ, if they put that garden hose in my ass and don't find anything, I'm going to be pissed. You understand me?
I hope they don't find anything.
Well, I'd have mixed feelings about it. It's like on one hand,
I'm glad you did it.
I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I just had 40 lineal feet of hose put up my ass for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Better yet, I paid some guy a couple $100 to put the hose in my ass. I usually get paid for that. I mean, normally. Javier?
Yeah.
You're 22.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, a couple years ago, I had sex for the very first time. Well, I'll tell you a little history. I grew up by myself. I didn't have a father.
Mm-hmm.
And I never really got taught on how to clean my penis. I have foreskin.
Yeah.
And the first time I had sex, it really hurt really bad.
Where?
My penis.
Yeah, the foreskin part, right?
Yeah, and I mean, it was tremendous. I tried not to show it to her.
Sure, you got your game face on.
Because, it's my first time, and I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, well, what do you call that? Stenosis?
You mean it hurt as the head of the penis pushed through the foreskin?
Yeah.
Did it tear?
Really bad.
Did it tear or rip?
No, but like the third or fourth time, it's like I came, but it was like pre-cum. But the third or fourth time when I did come, it got like it didn't come out, and it felt like it was in a little bubble underneath in the bottom of my penis. And I was asleep, woke up in the morning. Well, it was like early in the morning, like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was like irritating, and it came out. Pressure was released, and when I got up and looked at it, it was clear. And then now after that, every time I have sex, it kind of hurts.
All right, hold on a second.
It's real sensitive.
Hold on. Ooh. Javier describing what goes on with his penis is like, to me, when you take like a 5-year-old to see like Snoopy on Ice or something, and then you talk to him what happened, and then this doggy came on, and then this Lucy, and then she was running after Snoopy. It's like it's like you're trying to like piece the thing together.
Yeah, that was weird.
It the sperm came out, but it didn't come out. It went into a bubble in my penis, but then I fell asleep, but then it came out later. It's sort of like what he imagines is going on.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And why is he preoccupied this way?
I don't know. Hold on, let me tell you. Javier? Is your penis attached to you?
Yes.
It really seems like something you just see like every 6 months or something. I've never met a man who knew less about his own peni than Javier.
I've never really cleaned it. I mean, I take a leak and never pulled it back.
All right.
You never pulled the foreskin back?
I never really, I never did. I just thought that's the way it was.
You know, interesting. This is the case in point for the people that argue that the foreskin sort of protects the head of the penis, makes it more sensitive and all this stuff. Here's a guy that's never seen the light of day, and guess what? When it comes out, it hurts.
Yeah, well, it's overly sensitive. Yeah. Hey, Javier?
Yeah.
There's some maintenance involved with the foreskin. Not too much, but some.
Now I really know about it. You know, I try to take care of it. It's just really sensitive still.
Yeah. All right. You mean the head of your penis?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You know what you should do?
What's that?
Pull your foreskin back and just let it hang around for a while. You know, for an hour a day. Just pull it back. It'll kind of stay. Do that. Yeah, tape it back. Put one of those hefty bag twist tie things around it.
Be careful, you might do it.
No, but listen, if the head of your penis is overly sensitive because it never sees the light of day, you got to expose it to the light of day. Maybe not 24 hours a day, a half hour a day. They're working it in a little. Javier's not masturbating enough. That's okay. Javier?
Yeah.
How much masturbating are you doing?
I do, when I have sex and when I pull out, and that's what I do. I don't...
Javier, hold on a second. I believe that was a 0.
Javier, did you go to high school?
No, I just graduated not long ago, about a year ago.
From high school? You're 22?
Yeah, well, let's just say it was my GED.
Okay. Well, okay. Javier, baby, you got to read some books. Forget about that. Watch TV. And just do something. You need people to communicate with you. Now listen, Javier, you need to start masturbating. You understand what that is?
Fully understand.
All right, please do that. It'll toughen that penis right up.
Yeah, it just hurts.
I understand, but
how it all works too.
You got to start sort of. Wow. You have to rehab your penis. Hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you get some surgery on your wrist or on your ankle or something. At a certain point, you got to kind of walk around a little on it just to sort of flex it, and it may be a little tender, maybe a little painful, but you have to move it a little bit. Javier's penis is like, I picture him like taking a leak and reaching down with salad tongs or something, and like, that guy's 22 years old, never touched his penis.
He just pees the pants.
I will take my penis off and put it under my pillow at night when I go to bed.
Really? Detachable penis?
Yeah. See if the
song was about you.
Penis fairy comes by and leaves me a quarter. Natalie?
Yeah, hi, Adam. Dr. Drew.
You're 21, perky pants. What's up?
Well, first off, I wanted to say I've been watching your show on MTV and listening to you guys repetitively. You guys are great.
Thank you.
Okay, I've been seeing this girl for, I'd say, probably a month or two. And she's at the point now where she's telling me she loves me and she wants to be with me and things like that. But it's whenever I want to spend time with her, make with her, she's just never around and wants to make time with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's promising she's going to show up and things like that. You know, and I know the girl's got issues, but...
Oh, yeah.
What are issues from?
Well, you know, first off, she's got a 6-year-old daughter. She's living with a guy that's doing heroin. She needs to get out of that.
It's her boyfriend?
Well, no, this is a friend of her family. Okay. Well, she just gave her daughter... She just gave her daughter back to her ex-boyfriend, you know, so she's working a lot, and I understand that.
God, gave her daughter back.
Hey, Natalie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This chick ain't lesbian because she's into poontang. She's a lesbian because somebody held her down and did something to her.
No, we're both bisexual.
All right.
Lesbian.
Somebody still did something to her.
Well,
you understand? Both of you, screwballs, with your bisexuality. Please, come on. She's just total chaos. she's not even bisexual. It's just that's total chaos too.
Whatever.
Whoever, any port in a storm.
She gave, listen to that, she gave her daughter back to her ex-boyfriend. Just think of that statement.
Yeah.
It's a guy she's not involved, she hands over her daughter?
Natalie, this chick is a full-blown mess.
Well, she had to give her daughter back to her ex-boyfriend because she's not going to have a place to live in within 3
Okay, all
weeks.
right.
She's going to the streets.
Thank you
she's
for
living
making
a heroin addict. You're making a point for us.
Thank you for making the mess point, or underscoring it. Now, what's up with you that you want to be with Miss Mess?
Well, I really care about her.
Why?
I don't know if I should just be there or if I should
No.
be out of it.
She's a mess.
Obviously, well...
And she doesn't, she's not into you because she's not into anybody. She doesn't know how to be. She can't be.
She can't be.
She should be sterilized.
We've all got our stories of messes, too, so...
Well, that's what Adam asked you about.
I know you got a messy story, too, because all bisexuals were a mess at some point.
That's true. That's true. I'll agree with that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
because I've been a mess in my life, too, and I've just finally thought I got my head on...
Okay, but...
Well, maybe you're feeling okay, but nowhere does one's craziness come out more than in their choices of intimate relationships.
Right.
That's where you act out all the old leftover material, and here you are doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
So just be really careful. I would not say, hey, don't be a good friend to this person. She needs a good friend.
Right.
But don't watch your boundaries.
And you're trying to get some consistency and some nurturing out of her. Forget it.
Get it.
She's...
Yeah, obviously, I haven't seen any either, so I think I'm just going to back out and stay away from it. So
Yeah, see if you can be attracted to somebody who has something to give.
That's true. That's true.
All right, Natalie?
All right, well, thank you for your advice, and
All right.
it's great talking to you.
All right, Natalie, good luck. To you, and
Take care of yourself.
Thanks for accepting the truth so readily.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right. Yeah, usually fight us tooth and nail.
She idealized you. She was hanging on to the idealized notion of you, too.
Oh, really?
Barely clinging to it.
Wow.
You were about to fall from grace there.
Jesus, Natalie was 21.
Yeah.
Did you get... Natalie sounded like she was in her 40s.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
People... it's funny. Your voice becomes like a car that's been driven a lot.
You just hear the
It's
engine.
like your psyche. No, what I mean... Wait a minute. I think I got a good fart coming up here. It was anything like what I let in a girl's bathroom 10 minutes ago. Come on, Drew. Where are you going, brother?
Man.
Get back over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's my favorite part of life.
Oh.
Okay, listen. Here's what I'm saying. There's cars that are like 5 years old, except for some salesmen had them and drove them 44,000 miles a year. So even though they're 5 miles old, they have like 220,000 miles on it, and they look like they're just about ready to fall apart. That's what some of our callers remind me of. 21, but been to hell and back so many times that actually in their voice you can hear
200,000.
It's like an old voice. Yeah, it's got a lot of miles on it. It's not like, went to prep school, just getting ready to graduate college, living a good life thing.
Yep.
They still sound like kids at 21.
That's right.
All right, interesting. We'll take a break. I'm going to see if I can break some more wind during the break, and we'll be back.
Thanks you a lot.
That's right.
That's it. She will hang out until you get your S together enough to actually ask her out.
So, yeah.
All right. So, Ryan?
Yeah.
She doesn't like you.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was easy.
That pretty well.
Well, I mean, everyone gives us that. She really likes me a lot, except for the part about every time I ask her out, she gives me some excuse why she doesn't want to go out.
Right.
And this is something no one teaches you in school. For some reason, parents never tell you, and you just don't know when you're young. But and I don't mean young 16. I mean 22, 23 sometimes. Understand there's a certain bottom line in life. Your boss doesn't really love you and fire you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The girl doesn't really dig you and not go out with you. When people dig you, when people like you, when people want to be around you, when people have feelings for you, they go way out of their way. I mean, as a matter of fact, if a chick really likes a guy and you say to him, hey, this Saturday I got a couple of tickets to a concert or something, they'll bag on whatever other plans they had to go out with that guy. They absolutely will. If they're into it, they're into it. And if they're not, they're not.
Yeah.
And you know they're not because you ain't going out with them Saturday night. And that's it. Now, the only way to salvage a little dignity at that point is don't ask them out anymore. That's it.
I was talking. I did Dee Dee Pfeiffer on the webcast last night.
Michelle Pfeiffer's sister.
Yeah, she was great. And
what is she in? Like just
WB.
the 10 of us or something?
The Way You Are or something. The WB show.
Where there's like 14 couples living in the same flat.
Well, they were all on the TV show a while ago. I forget when.
For Your Love.
For Your Love. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I swear to God, I can't remember my mom's name, but I don't know where I pulled that one out of my
ass. A year
ass.
ago, you got it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we were talking about this very topic, and she goes, absolutely, that if a good way to do it, and you actually have come up with this idea, is to talk about like a movie.
Right.
And if she says she likes that movie, she's into it, that is a green light. Keep following down the trail of green lights.
Yeah. And guys think women are so confusing and send so many mixed signals. They really don't.
The mixed signal is when they're trying to evade you.
The mixed signal is they don't want to go on a date with you, but they don't want to look you in the eye and say, I'm not attracted to you.
Right. They don't want to be unpleasant.
They go, I'm busy Saturday. Try me again next week.
Yeah.
And, of course, magically.
You do.
And they don't.
Yeah.
Jim?
Yeah.
You're 20.
I am.
Then what's up?
Well, quite a few things, actually.
All right.
Nothing with myself. I just came out of like a 2-year relationship.
Uh-huh.
And we were very close. We lived together for some time. And before you guys get off on it, we both do have family history that you guys are just going to love.
Yeah.
And so what I'm wondering now, we just broke up pretty much for the final, and we've just cut it off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was kind of wondering what I should do in terms of still being friends with this girl, even though I'm still madly in love with her, and you know how it goes.
Wait 6 months. No communication until then.
Is that right?
Yeah, you're not going to get out of this otherwise. This is an addiction.
Hey, is this Violent Femmes?
No, that's Violent Drew.
Well, hey, Violent Drew.
Yeah.
She broke up with you, did she?
Well, we kind of mutually broke up.
You got too hostile.
You're madly in love with her. Why'd you break up with her?
I didn't. Well, because it was kind of, it was coming to that time. I don't know if you're...
Coming to that time where she breaks up with you?
No, more like that time when I kind of was able to tell that she was not having much romantic interest in me, and I still wanted to cling on to it, but she was wanting to go her own way.
She broke up with you. Okay, fine.
She was wanting to go her own way.
Jim.
I love it. I love these mutual breakups.
Can't people plant their feet on the ground and just
give a goddamn answer every once in a while? You're madly in love with her.
She wanted to go her own way.
She wanted to go her own way, but the decision to break up was mutual. Yeah, but okay, please. Who are you talking to here? Here's the mutuality. Hey, I'm breaking up with you. Okay. That doesn't mean it's a mutual decision.
Well,
that means you didn't kill her and have sex with her corpse.
All right. Well, she was wanting to have sex with girls is the whole problem.
All right. Well, she's got some chaos, right?
Yeah, she is absolutely wrapped up in chaos.
See if you can be attracted to someone who's a little less chaotic.
Why might that be?
Well, because then they wouldn't dump you for other chicks in the middle of a love affair. All right, Jim?
Okay.
That about sums it up, Jim.
That's
That's about right.
All right, let's hear something from the Violent Femmes, by the way, off of the Viva Wisconsin CD, which is out next week. This one is called Gone Daddy Gone. That was Gone Daddy Gone from the Violent Femmes, who are just a real breath of fresh air in the Loveline studio. Those two slugs just sat here for an hour and didn't say a goddamn word. But I still like that song. Hey, I like a xylophone. What can I say? That is off of, forget it, I ain't plugging that CD. Where are we, James?
Yeah.
You're 26.
I sure am.
What is up?
I have problems reaching orgasm during sex. I can go forever.
Mm-hmm.
I outlast my girlfriends, and, I mean, they love it at first, but after a while it gets pretty old.
Well, what's the problem?
That's what I'm asking you.
What is it you perceive to be the problem? Do you have any sense of what's going on?
Well,
is it that you cannot have an orgasm?
No, I can when I masturbate.
But not with a woman?
But not with a woman.
Any sense why?
No. I'm having a great time. I get right up to the stage just before orgasm, and I stay there.
Right.
Right. And I last longer than her natural lubrication, longer than when we use like wet stuff or Astroglide.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just no end in sight.
You don't make an effort.
When she has to stop.
All right. How about oral sex?
Love it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
No.
No orgasm with the oral sex either.
Nope.
All right. Let me see. Let me help you here.
Okay.
What position do you masturbate in?
Lying face down on the bed using my forearm.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, how do you do that?
This is some kind of technique. What were you, like a body cast at 14? How did you ever come up with that technique?
I got a good imagination, I guess.
What do you do with your forearm?
I got a hell of imagination, too. I still use my hand.
I've got imagination. I can't figure out what the hell he's talking about.
Wrist against the base of my...
For how long?
And kind of a side-to-side motion with my arm.
Okay, so it looks like you're having someone walks in on you, it looks like you're having a seizure?
I guess. No one walks in on me.
All right. Hey, James.
Yeah?
Let me explain what's going on with you and your penis.
Okay.
You have such a bizarre style of masturbation. You're in such a position, and the penis is in such a position that the penis is completely confused by the vagina.
How long does it take you when you're by yourself?
Any amount of time I want, anywhere from 10 minutes to...
So he's the control of the ninja when he's in that weird condition.
Well, hold on a second. Listen,
I can, like, customize exactly how I want it to feel. I can orgasm like, most people do it when masturbating, too.
Yeah, doesn't that...
I prefer my own method.
You can go conventional.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does one call that conventional method, by the way?
That is just what you call standard.
Which is the OK method?
Yes, that's the standard.
Yeah.
That's the OK method. That's the one that the Vatican approves, I think.
Yeah.
And then what you got there on your belly, that's called goofy foot.
Goofy foot, okay.
Yeah, that's backside. And that's the one I think is getting you in trouble. All right, James?
Yeah?
All right, take my advice. If you want to have an orgasm with a woman,
yeah,
here's what you need to do. Get yourself a more conventional position, like on your back, using your hand.
Okay.
And get your penis used to being on your back.
And train.
Using your hand.
Train, right?
Then, when you're with a woman, put her on top of you.
Yeah.
And it'll be just like you're on your back using your hand.
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
All right. There you go. Here's a guy who can rub up against his wrist on his belly.
And do his thing.
And by the way, isn't that a disaster? Hey, James?
Yeah.
First off, isn't that kind of a mess? You know what I'm saying?
Like on the sheets?
Yeah, what do? Put the sports page down under you, or?
No, I got good aim. I turn over and it goes on my stomach, then I go into the bathroom and clean up.
After,
right before our orgasm. It's like pulling out and coming on the back.
Right, all right.
Yeah.
Boy, baby. Yeah, okay.
He's ninja.
I've just started to incorporate the bib technique that the Wheeze had stumbled onto many years ago.
Please, pray tell.
I thought he was a fool, but now I'm not laughing so hard.
Yeah? What is it, the bib technique?
Well, the Wheeze...
Very creative man, I understand.
Yeah, when we were roommates, he always, when he was ready to go to town, just so the town didn't land on him, he'd, get a roll of paper towels or something, he'd spread it out. He'd get the whack bib going,
Bib on himself?
Yeah, the belly bib, And I was always like, I'd always laugh at him. Hey,
he'd do this in front of you?
What are we at the Red Lobster? Get rid of that bib.
He'd do this in front of you?
Well, it wasn't like he'd call me into the room to get on the PA system attention. I'm whacking off.
Would he leave paraphernalia like Chris would afterwards? Would he leave his mark, as it were?
No, he wouldn't. But I just knew that, in a time or two, I saw him heading for the bib, and I just remember making fun of him. But now, I sort of realized the genius in the bib.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that I'm older and I got more hair on me.
Right.
And the bib. I'm not laughing so hard at the bib anymore. All right. I tell you, you start masturbating when you're 15 years old. You know, your body's like, you know, that semen's like liquid mercury. Just stand up, or rolls right off you, and you got nothing on you. Your belly's like hard and it's flat, and your belly button's not too deep. It's not that big 5-gallon reservoir that is when you're older, and you don't have hair everywhere grabbing everything. You know, like I'm like you know, I'm like a Velcro ball now. You know, I got semen in me. You know, God knows. I mean, really, if someone scraped my belly, probably get some semen from like you know 79, 80. Sure. You know what I'm saying? When you're a kid, you just got that smooth, hard stomach and that, you know, outy belly button going. There's no problem. You get a little older, you got to go for the bib. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Okay. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we'll speak to Steve, who's 28. Girlfriend wanted a break while apart. He met an internet girlfriend. Now old girlfriend is back. Wants to know how to deal with this. We'll tell him how after this. Graduate soon. Just go to a new school when you graduate and don't get the reputation start over there. Best way to fix it is to stop doing what you're doing, by the way. You don't have to talk to people about it. And
get some treatment.
You got to look into some stuff because you got some issues here, Jessica, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Look into that and stop acting out, okay?
All right.
Thank you. We'll take a break.
This is 2.1 KFMA.com worldwide.
All right. It is Loveline. That is it. Loveline. It was Loveline. Tommy Lee is going to be in here with his new band on Sunday. I want to thank Lisa for doing a great job all week. I want to thank Engineer Anderson for doing a wonderful job, except for the spastic shoulder syndrome he has where his arms go flying up all the time in the herky-jerky fashion that gets my attention. I want to, again, give the props to producer Ann, who gave birth to two bouncing babies.
No, you still haven't talked.
I told my people to give her.
Oh, okay, good.
No, you
sent her flowers? Oh, Adam,
Jesus
my
Christ.
God.
I got the wrong number yesterday.
Right.
I've worked all day today.
Lisa, will you send flowers on behalf of Adam, please?
Thank you. I'll give you my credit card. Is that cool? All right, so until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The views expressed on Loveline are not necessarily those of the staff, the management, or the sponsors of this radio station. And are probably not the views of Westwood One Entertainment. Loveline is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingle. Now, please listen to this station longer.